start live stream now.
Okay. Shall I go ahead now?
No, just a minute.
Okay.
I will start the meeting and then I will tell you. It's still setting up. So it's
Okay,
still
no
not live.
Okay. But we have a notification saying that meeting is now streaming live on YouTube.
Yes, it is live. All right. Welcome, everyone. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you to this Meetup, PMT Club Meetup. Our every session that we do every week on Saturdays, we meet and we share about something that we are passionate about, or we just love to interact. And we also have this platform as a platform to practice our speech. I would like to share one thing before we move on. I just came across Gandhiji's autobiography, and it was mentioned there that when Gandhiji started off, before he became Mahatma Gandhi, before that time, when he started off initially, he was a part of a group, a small group, who would meet in a coffee shop every now and then. In one of the meetings, Gandhiji he decided to give a speech. Now, Gandhiji prepared his speech on a piece of paper. He wrote the entire speech, and he had the fear of public speaking. He was shy. Therefore, he decided to read through that paper. He took that paper in front of the audience in the meeting, and he started reading his speech. Interestingly, he could not move further beyond few lines. He became so fearful and he just could not read his speech. His speech was then read by his friend who had invited him for the speech. So that friend completed his speech. That was the initial days of Gandhiji. And then we all know the kind of following that he has, all because of his speech. We all know the history he created. And I want to point this out, that this is the beauty of a journey of public speaking. The beauty that we can see from where to becoming a Mahatma. That is the beautiful journey he had. What is the journey that we all are ready to take? What journey are we ready to take, and what is the mark that we all want to put? What is the mark we want to create in our own domain through public speaking? Of course, all of these things needs practice. By practice, I do not mean that we memorize everything. By practice, I also do not mean only that one speech, we keep practicing a lot of time. Fine, that is important. But there is another aspect of practice, which is coming to such meetings, joining such clubs, giving different speeches every time and every weekend, trying to speak at some or the other club or platform, anywhere you get a chance. So that is something we all can do. And that is the reason I created this Meetup Club. And the basic reason why I started off with this club was to give it up as a platform to my students to practice speaking, to practice training skills, to practice their activities or slides, sharing their knowledge that they would go and deliver somewhere else. They get this as a platform to practice all of those things. That was the major purpose towards starting this club. But now I'm making it more open to people outside my students community also, to come join and give speeches. That is how we will build a larger network, and I recommend all of you to also share about this club with your friends, invite them as audience or as a speaker, and let them have this help or enjoy these speeches. So that is the basic purpose behind starting this club. Now, there are few ground rules I would like to mention. Can you guess what kind of rules we should have?
We should stick to the point topic. We should not be touching upon any sensitive topics.
All right.
Right?
So
Politics
sticking
or
to points,
religion
yes.
or anything sensitive. And also, we must give some takeaway to the participant. That must be something that should reach him and make him think at least. There must be a takeaway. That's what I personally think.
Yes, absolutely. So that is the rule for your own speeches. But for the club, for maintenance of the integrity of the club, what kind of rules we should have? Can you guess, Mr. Nambi, Mr. Jay?
If you commit, I think you have to come.
Come again?
People should participate.
Commitment, yes. Commitment to join. Commitment to join even when we are not a speaker, being an audience, come, join, listen to others, give them a platform to speaking as well. Yes, that is very true. Any other? Jay, any thoughts? Okay, let me tell few more points. Now, Mr. Nambi, if you have any points, you can add. Commitment, definitely that is there. Second, respecting each and every person when we are giving feedback or when we are talking about anyone, whether the person is part of the meetup, the club, or the person is from somewhere else, any living or dead person, we want to give full respect to an individual on this planet. That is one thing. And what else? Anything? We would like to restrict our speeches to generic or maybe topics which are not religious, which are religious. By that I mean to a particular religion. Spiritual is something we can definitely have. Spiritual is a generic thing, but something which is related to a particular religion, let's restrict that. Of course, the wisdom, the knowledge that we get from various religions, we can talk about those things. So that is one. Another, let us restrict on speaking about politics. Let us restrict ourselves on speaking about something which is not appropriate to this forum. Any adult topic or those kind of things, we don't have to speak on that. And also, let us have our language as English. And if there is anyone who is interested in giving a speech in Hindi, we can give them a platform to come and practice. But otherwise, our mutual conversation language is English. That is what is something that we all should follow. So from my end, that's what I wanted to convey to you all and to our entire community, to our entire number of members that we have in the PMT Club community. All right, so we have two speakers today, Mr. Nambi Kalapiran and Mr. Jay Panchal. The sequence of speeches would be, first we will go with Mr. Nambi and then Mr. Jay Panchal. So I would like to welcome Mr. Nambi with a big round of applause. Mr. Nambi is an IT professional and he is a trainer of PMP and currently also working towards various other domains related to training. Okay, so with that quick introduction, I would like to hand over the virtual podium to Mr. Nambi. Over to you, Mr. Nambi.
Thank you, Ms. Lucky. I think it's a good opportunity for me. So I'm sharing my screen. If you can confirm whether you are able to see my screen, I think it will
Yes.
be Yeah, thank you. So my topic for the day is on career planning, and uh, as a pre-information, I just wanted to tell you that please feel free to provide your feedback either on the meeting or as a comments, or you can pass it on to Lucky. I will collect it from them. So I use this opportunity to improve my public speaking skills and also slide building capabilities, right? PowerPoint presentation capabilities. With that short note, I just wanted to talk a little about the topic for the day. I'll be speaking on career planning. People may wonder, this is a very old topic, and then what is something new that can come here, right? So whatever we are going to talk is not going to be anything new, but old. But in sometimes, as it is said, a old wine is more valuable, right? So even though the topic is old, but it's a ever live topic, because most of our uh, professionals, either young professionals who want to get into the industry, be it be any domain, wherever they are, right? Say they finish a college and then they come from various social backgrounds and they are looking to get an entry into the market. That is a one big chunk of people that are trying to get into the job market. On the other side, there are some early professionals or young professionals who have completed 3 to 5 years of experience, and they are also struggling to do what next. And there is another group which is at a 10 to 15 year, 20-year bracket, which is struggling to retain their jobs. So people have challenges in either getting into a job or getting into the right role, what they are looking for, or they want to sustain their employment, and at the same time they want to upskill themselves. So career planning is a one-stop shop, which in my opinion uh, is an answer to all these potential problems. So we will be talking about career planning at a high level, a brief introduction about career planning, why it is important and what are the benefits of career planning, and what are the building blocks of career planning, what goes into the career planning. We can talk about each and every building block as a separate topic, but for this presentation and discussion is going to be at a very high level. And finally, before I close, I just wanted to touch upon something which is very favorite for me: job versus career versus calling. So I'll talk about a short story, and then I'll introduce the topic to you. And I just wanted you to leave you with that thought. Think about your own careers so that you can plan it a lot more better. So that is going to be the coverage in today's session. So a brief about me. My name is Nambi. I'm called as Nambi, though I have a longer name. And as Lucky mentioned, I'm currently working as a freelance training consultant. I'm a certified project management uh, professional, PMP, SAFE, and ITIL. So predominantly worked in the IT and ITES industry, close to about 28 years of experience in various organizations of international repute. And I started my career in the finance and accounting domain, and then I moved into the robotic process automation domain. And I've been a project manager and a people manager both. So I have led medium-sized teams. And what has taken me out of the job, and then currently what I'm doing is trying to share the knowledge and experience that I have gained in my reasonable years of experience. So I have passion for teaching. I conduct tuitions for class 11 accounting still. And on the other side, I have a small training assignments that I do for two organizations, one out of Chennai and another one out of Bangalore. So this is about me, and I live in Chennai, and I am married, and I have 2 children. Right. Over to the topic. So career planning. Before we get into the planning itself, I just wanted to give a brief about the career as a word, and as it should be understood in the right perspective. Right. There is a difference between a job and a career. Most of us are in the notion that a job is a career, but there's a slight difference in my view. Job is something that you do for your earning your living. So if I'm working on as a gig worker, right, I'm earning money for my family. Does it give me a career? Not necessarily, right? I may be doing a part-time work for earning something for my family, but does that give me a career? In my opinion, no. So job is something that you do for a short term and mostly for a short term, but you do that for a living. But career definitely is a long-term activity. It's a long-term professional activity or a journey where people migrate or mature from one level within their career to another level within their career. They look at their interests, their values, their preferences, and then they plan their movements within their career journey. So the problem currently is that most of our young and middle professionals are not able to plan their careers in the manner in which they should be planning. So we take a great care about planning many things. We plan our vacations very well. We plan our attending one IPL match very well, right? We do a lot of planning for many things. But when it comes to our career, I'm not talking about everybody, but I'm talking about a significant amount of people is that people need to have a little more understanding of what career means, what is it, what is it in it for them, so that they take extreme care in terms of planning that in advance. So it is not a one-day job or an overnight effort. It's a planned effort. That's what I wanted to mention. So there is a difference between a career and a job. So when we talk about career planning, it comes with its own benefits and it has a lot of importance. For having a career, you need to definitely have an education, or you need to be trained in a particular skill. You need to have experience, right? It is if you are stuck with these things and doing certain things repeatedly, then you are stuck in a job. But when you are trying to move out of the job, uh, you know, circle or a vicious circle, then you need to break out of the job vicious circle, and then you have to think out of the box and think big out of about your career, a long-term professional journey. So what are your goals? What are your interests? What are your value systems? Right? Because there are certain lot of intangible things like value systems that define and shape our lives, a lot of things. So that comes from the way of our upbringing, our knowledge, our experiences, and many things. So whatever we are talking about, we are talking about people who want to make big in their careers, right? We are not talking about people who just come, do the job for a day and go. We are talking about people who want to have a vision for themselves. So what will this career planning do or give for you is it will definitely make you do a self-evaluation. You'll be able to assess yourself much better, self-introspect. Who am I? Where am I today? What do I want to become? If you have that assessment, self-assessment or self-evaluation, then you will be able to see whether you are on the right path of where you want to achieve, or whether you are stuck behind, or you are going in a different direction, right? Then that automatically leads you to the second phase or second stage where you have a roadmap or a vision for yourself. How do you want your future to be? At what age you want to retire, right? And what is the corpus of money that you want to have? Life is not about only about money, but life is also about money. So there are several things to our careers that we need to think about. Yes, it is about the role, it is about the experience, it is about the responsibility. For some people, it is about the power, also the financial benefits, right? So we need to have the future roadmap. How does it look like? So I'm here in my career step number 2, but 5 years from now or 10 years from now, I want to be in the step number 7 or step number 6. There is a gap. What will take me there? What will take me there? That gap analysis is already there in front of you. Then what will take you there? What could take you there is about learning certain skills, learning, developing your capabilities. So that will fall into the next trap of next stage of career learning. And obviously, before you're learning, obviously you need to have a career goal. What do you want to what is your next ambition. You can break your career ambitions into 3 or 4 stages, right? Short term, medium term, and long term. So you have a self evaluation, career goal, and future roadmap is there. Then based on that, you have a skill building or capabilities development or learning that you do, and then you look for the right opportunity as you right progression, what will match your aspiration as a professional career. You want to make a career in that particular stream or particular domain. You look for those opportunities, and then when you are landing into the right job, which is going to meet your future career aspirations, you are getting a lot of motivation and confidence. And of course, this is not a one-time effort. It is going to be a continuous journey. A reevaluation has to be done periodically in your life. So the benefits and importance of career planning, in my opinion, are these 5 or 6 items. Then what goes into the career planning as an activity itself? More or less the same. It is self-assessment. I have tried to match the color of the font with the color of the graphic. How do you go about uh, planning your career, right? So we speak about self-assessment. Under self-assessment, we definitely have to look at our interests. Most of us in the engineering field, I don't know about other fields, uh, people get into a job, which they may not like, because I got a placement and this company came to my college for placement. I got placed. I have done my mechanical engineering, but I am finding myself as a tester or a person who is assigned for coding, or who is assigned as a support engineer in a IT services firm. That may not be your interest. That may not be your liking. So please understand and consider your interests, your skills. Are you an organized person? Are you an early riser? Can you, how good is your communication skill? How good is your problem solving skill? How adaptable are you are, right? In new environments. Those kind of things definitely play a role in getting into your proper self-assessment and understanding your values, the value systems for which there are certain things that we may not be able to do, even if you are paid a lot of money, right? That is something that comes from within. That is from the brought up, the manner in which we have been brought up, the manner in which we have been influenced by books or great people or the great lives or the happenings around us. Many things. We have strong likes and dislikes. So what is your interest? What is your skill? And what are your values? That should pave way for coming up with the self-assessment in terms of who you are and what you want to become. Obviously, that will lead to your preferences. What type of domain is going to be good for me? In my experience, I have seen a lot of people that, they'll be very good, but they will say when it comes to flexibility in terms of working in night shift, they very clearly say, I will not work in night shift, sir. So I want to restrict myself. They have their own preferences very clear. I am ready to work, but I have restrictions with respect to timelines or those things, right? But there are people who compromise and they do work. So whether you want to get into that compromising category or whether you want to get into this assertive category is something that we have to decide based on our career planning. And based on that, we can set time-bound career goals and implement those goals, equip yourself, implement those goals in terms of searching for the right opportunity and then landing into a good job that will be in alignment with your career aspirations. So this is in brief the cycle, and it is not a one-time activity. As it is mentioned, it is a cyclic activity and it repeats itself. So you need to revisit your career plans, or you have to make a course correction wherever required. So that is something that I wanted to emphasize. Finally, I just wanted to leave you with uh, uh, the two pyramids at the bottom: a job, a career, and a calling. See, the explanation is given. Job is to make money, career is to build skills and develop professionally, and then calling is make a positive difference in what through your actions. right? That is in alignment with the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. This is a very famous theory. Most of you would be already aware. So this is in alignment with the Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, job versus career versus calling. So I just wanted to end with a small story. So this is on the building of the St. Paul's Cathedral in London. So in the year 1666, the London was burnt due to some fire, and then there was a lot of rebuilding that happened. The St. Paul's Cathedral was also burnt down, and then there's a story that goes along with this rebuilding of that cathedral. So 3 people were building the cathedral, and then they were working on they were building a wall around the cathedral, and then a small girl passed through one of them and then asked the first person, "What are you doing?" So the first person said, "I am building a wall. Then I am building this wall so that I can earn money and I can support my family." Then she walked for some time and then she found another person. He was also building a wall. So the girl asked, "What are you doing?" The person said, "I am building a wall, but it is going to protect the building that is going to be inside." So he had some clarity on what he was doing. But the final person, she went for some more time and then she found out another person. And he said that, "What are you doing?" She asked the same question, "What are you doing?" The person who was building the wall, she said that I am building the house of God. That was the response from the third person. So how do you want to shape your career? Entirely lies within you. You want to take meaning out of your job. If you want to take meaning out of your career, then you need to go for that. Those kind of careers or those kind of domains which will be where you will be able to make a positive difference to the community. Or you just want to limit yourself with a career, then fine. Then, or if you want to limit yourself with a job, then you will end up only making money. So the choice is yours. So I just wanted to leave you with this thought. So career planning is an important step which most of us ignore. So my humble request through this presentation is for people to take serious look about their career and then shape their careers as they move on in their lives. Right. With a short presentation, thank you, Lucky, once again for this platform. And I hope this session was useful. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nambi. That was awesome. A very detailed explanation in a very short time. You did a great job in making us aware that career is something which is not only about job, it is about the calling that we all have. The final, what do we really want to bring about a change in form of a change in the society? And I deeply believe in this, and I talk about this in at various platforms. Even the Maslow's hierarchy theory, I also believe in that, and I have talked about that as well in some of the videos. And yes, definitely, the way you mentioned, it was really great to connect our motivation and the calling that we get, connect that with our life, with our career. That was really great.
Thank
It
you.
was a pleasure listening to you.
Thank you.
All right, now moving on to our second speaker, Mr. Jay Panchal. Jay Panchal, great to have you. And what is the topic that you were to talk on?
Okay. I'm going to talk about social media and how
Social.
social media is destroying nowadays most of people's life because people are not using it properly.
Okay, great. That's a very interesting topic, and I would love to hear from you. And even I believe that social media is something I don't. I'm part of several groups, must be hundreds of groups, but I hardly go and check all those messages. In fact, I don't check any messages in the groups. I don't watch YouTube videos, although I create YouTube videos, but I don't watch YouTube videos. I watch only for work purposes. not for just wasting time. I feel really drained of using social media. So great. It's an interesting topic. Over to you, Mr. Jay Panchal.
Yeah. So let me start with my introduction. Again, I'm giving my introduction. So hi everyone, this is Jay Panchal, and as you know, I am a content creator, sales professional, and also a passionate one who want to become a trainer. Right. So let me start with my topic. As you know, my topic for today is how social media is destroying your life. Right. Let me start with one example. I remember once in a time in 2016 when I was in ninth standard, right? Then at that time I saw Instagram first time. Then at that time I saw Instagram first time, right? At that time I thought that, oh, what is the this app is, that I do not know at that time this app will become too much for people, right? Means nowadays everyone is using Instagram, everyone is using that every app of social media, right? But they are not using it properly. And hear me, I'm giving you a disclaimer that social media, you can use it properly. You can use it for your own benefit. It is very amazing if you can use it in your benefit. But if you will not use it for your benefit, it will ruin your life. It will not give you any benefit, any kind of benefit for your life, right? Because I am seeing you in my closing, in my groups, in my college, in my organization, everyone is using social media in their just for entertainment, just to relaxing, right? Even YouTube also, nowadays YouTube is a library. YouTube is very powerful, you can search anything, you can get anything, you can learn anything. YouTube is nowadays a university, but nowadays people are just using it for an entertainment, just for, oh, I can watch a comedy movie. Oh, I can watch a comedy video of Bhuvan, of Ashish. Oh, let me watch. But there are lots of good video also available. The people do not interested, right? And an interesting fact I know, uh, the all the educational videos only have 7 to 8% part of whole YouTube. I was shocked at that time when I heard that number. But it is really, really amazing that people are not aware about this all things, that how it can destroying their life, right? And now let's come the point on Instagram. Instagram is the biggest of this whole social media, like Mark Zuckerberg, right? That he built the all algorithm in that manner that people cannot go out of that Instagram. Once you land in their feed, in their reels, then khatam. Then end of that your 30 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hour. For someone it's 4 5 hours. For someone it's more than that. They are keep watching the reels, keep scrolling reels, and another, keep another. And another time I saw 1 month ago. Then I was watching a 2 years old kid. Scrolling reels. I mean, I was shocked. Now children, like just 2 years old children, using Instagram, scrolling the reels. Now we can imagine his future. I hope his future will be good. But if he will do uh, this kind of things, his future is not good. Our youth is totally in the reels, in the social media, just for the entertainment, just for their mind fresh. And nowadays, I am seeing this in the working professional also, right? People are working, and whenever they get some time, they should relax. They should just meditate for 5 minutes. They should just talk to their colleagues. But now they open their social media, they open their Instagram, and they keep scrolling. I mean, I am crazy when I see working professional also using Instagram, social media in just for entertainment, just for time pass. Let me use and let me do the mind fresh. In the reality, they are not doing the mind fresh. They are destroying their mind, because if you use your social media, your dopamine level will increase, your focus level will decrease. and it's your attention span. Nowadays, most of people's attention span, it's 7 to 8 seconds. Yes, it's true. 7 to 8 seconds. People are not able to see even 3 minute, 4 minute video properly. And before, even for 5, 10 years ago, people are able to see the 2 hour, 3 hour videos, lecture, everything people can see. But nowadays, even children, even working professional, even anyone who are good in age, who are youth, everyone not able to see more than 5 minute, 10 minute videos. They are bored because they have the habit to watch the reels, to scroll the reels one by one, right? And now look, if we see the social media algorithm, it's designed in a manner that they want that you stick on their algorithm, and they will make money by using your time. Yes, you heard it right. Again, I'm saying the algorithm is designed in a manner by you give your time and the companies make money, right? And you are thinking that, oh, Mark Zuckerberg made the platform for me, but in reality, he made the platform for him. He wants to make money, right? So please be aware. Please understand. Social media, yes, it's good. If you use for 5, 10 minutes, it's good. No issue. You can do. But nowadays, people are using more than an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. No, it is really bad, right? You can use it for a good manner for learning purpose. As I said, YouTube is an amazing. But now YouTube also is getting in competition of Instagram. YouTube Shorts is there, right? Nowadays, people are also using YouTube Shorts just like an Instagram reel, because whenever you will open YouTube, first thing will come is YouTube Shorts. I don't know why YouTube is also becoming like just like an Instagram from some of the months, right? It will going to competition of the Instagram, but it will not thinking of the people, right? Of the children, of the youth of the country, of the world, right? People just open the YouTube and first thing they see is YouTube Shorts, and they click on that and just now end of the time 1 hour 2 hour, right? So YouTube is an amazing. Use it for your good purpose. You want to learn anything, just like public speaking, sales, like any coding skill, anything you can learn from YouTube. It is an amazing thing, right? You can learn anything from YouTube, deliver the services to clients, and make money from even social media. Yeah. Now let me come to the last point. You can use social media for the content creation, my friend. Content creation is amazing, right? Nowadays, 18 years, 19 years, content creators are growing. But who is using it for their own purpose, right? Use social media to create content, right? Become a creator, not a consumer. If you want to go big in your career, you need to become a creator for your life, not a consumer. Whether it's your anything in your job, in your work, in your social media, anything, you have to become a creator, not a consumer who always love to consume, consume, consume. No, become a creator, solve the problem for the people, help them to for something, and they will give you money. They will happy to give you money, and even algorithm will love you if your content will good. People will support you. People will always there for you. Love to watch your content, and they will give always support to you, right? And that's called a good use of social media. So make sure, again, this slogan, become a consumer, sorry, become a creator, not a consumer. Because, again, I said earlier, social media is designed in a manner that they wants to make money by using your time. Please use your time very, very, very wisely. Time is very important thing. You can't waste in such a manner by just scrolling the reels. This is from my side. I hope you got some valuable points about social media. Please use it in a good manner. Create content, whatever thing you are doing. If you are doing a job, whatever field you are in, create content for that. If you are studying anything, whatever domain you are studying in, create content about that. Whatever skill, whatever knowledge you have, just create content about that. No matter what views are coming or not, I mean, your public speaking skill will be improving, right? So do that, improve your skills, use your time wisely. That's it from my side. Thank you. We will meet in another meet. Bye bye.
Thank you, thank you. That was wonderful. It was great to listen to you, Jay Panchal. And yes, I definitely agree with whatever you talked about social media. And even I think a lot about this, that in fact YouTube and Instagram, all these platforms, small kids, small children, they are consuming, and it's like YouTube and Instagram is getting paid for that. So we are all working for YouTube and Instagram. Kid of 6 months has also started working for these organizations. That is very interesting, and that's so true. But yes, you said rightly that let us consume it for work purpose, for learning purpose, and become a creator. That is even better. If we do that, that is even better. It is a good platform if we use it wisely. But if we keep consuming, then it is something which will drain our energy, which will drain our time, and it will not be great. Okay, so great to hear you once again, this time in today's meetup. We look forward to meeting you again in future meetups. And it was also great to listen to Mr. Nambi about our job and career, how we differentiate between these two things, and how do we move from just having a job to creating a career for our own selves. That was great from both of you. Great speeches. And thank you so much. Let us meet next Saturday. Let us come up with new topics to talk on, new things to share, and new things to learn from each other. Thank you so much. Let me just